We're here at All About Ground Cover. It's day 87 of Building a $1 Million Business, and we got a fun interview today. We're back in my old stomping grounds, kind of the area where I grew up. We're going to meet with Paul and Greg. We're heading up to their greenhouse operation now. It's a large nursery. They got a lot going on here. As you can see, it's quite the big operation. They're doing it in the middle of nowhere, in a place where there's just not a lot of success, not a lot of money, not a lot of opportunities. They're crushing it. They've been doing this for 30 years. This is what they've built it up to. I'm excited to go in and talk to them about it and see how they did it when I've watched so many other people just not make it around here, or like myself, had to move out to find my own success. Hope you enjoyed checking out the nursery with me. Let me know what you think. Make sure, if you haven't seen it already, go watch the full interview. It releases October 3rd, 2025. So obviously I'm back in my office now. I have lots of time to think about my trip on the 8.5-hour drive back and about the interview and stuff. And now that we're doing this all the time, like every situation I go into and everybody I talk to, I'm thinking about, all right, what do I take away from that? What's that thing that I can walk away with and that I can share? So it has me looking so much deeper into everything all the time. So that quiet ride home, being able to think about like what I just saw and witnessed and like, what am I learning from this? And it's a couple things. One is there's no freaking excuses. If you want something, go get it. There's opportunity in everything. And, just being back there reminded me of that. It's like, whether it's having to get out of there and learning from other people's mistakes, or, for Paul and Greg, seeing a little bit of success and being able to run with that and figuring out how to make it work and finding opportunity that nobody else has in that area. Like, that's the big thing. But then after the interview, there was some conversation, and we're talking about, how everybody's moving out of that area because there's no jobs, no industry, really nothing left. And, you have families that have been there for over 100 years, farmers, and, these communities, these villages of this old farm railroad town that has made it through generations. And now it's just like, poof, everything's disappearing. Everything's decaying. It's terrible. But now you have the Amish. Whenever I was still around that area, the Amish were buying up all the land. Their numbers are dwindling a little bit, but now you have all the Mennonites moving in and buying up all this land. Paul asked me, like, why do you think that, like, we can't make it work? Meaning we, as they refer to us as the English people, can't make it work anymore. But all these Mennonites and Amish and everybody else are moving in and buying this land and finding success with it. And it got me thinking about community. Like, that's what we've lost. That's, I grew up in a community. Everybody knew everybody. Like I said, my town had about 700 people in it. I lived outside of that. There was about 60 people around, you know what I mean? And like, when you needed something, people were there to help. And it's just like, just during my childhood and into adulthood, I watched that dwindle so rapidly. And thinking about that, like, these Mennonites, they have community. They're coming in, they're doing this together, they're building something together, and we just don't have that anymore. And that's something that, finding people that are like-minded, being able to build a network and a community so that we can all be successful together. That's part of what we're trying to achieve, because people aren't willing to help if it's an inconvenience. Even just sending out something as simple as, it blew my mind, right? We did an interview. I send out the interview to everybody on my friends list in Facebook and say, hey, won't bother you again. Just need one little favor. Please share this one video for me, and won't ask you to do it again. Don't need you to buy anything. Don't need you to do anything. Just share this video for me. I think 6 people shared it. That's it. Like, that's where our community's at. Nobody cares. Nobody's here to help. Nobody's holding their hand out if you're in trouble, like, unless you find those people. And that's why I don't do politics, but that's why our country's in the shape it's in. Everybody's looking out for themselves. There's no sense of community anymore. And that's what's destroying these small towns. So let me know what you think about this. It was something that I hadn't thought about in a long time, but it's so real. Drop your comments down below. Like, follow, subscribe, and as always, stay broke.